Hey guys, I want to make another video for you guys to see my newest toy that I got. Which you can see, I brought my brother Chris on here with me, and we're going to be talking about the new Sideshow Doomsday statue, Maquette statue.
I mean, look how tall this thing is hovering above us. That's crazy.
Yeah, we took a picture of it next to Chris's son, and it's almost as tall as he is. This thing was a monster when it came in, but I knew it was going to be this big because when I went, me and my friend Brian went out to Comic-Con last year in San Diego. We were walking around the Sideshow booth, which is by far the coolest booth ever. If you get a chance to go, I'm telling you, you'll spend all day there. And then, to me, one of the coolest statues they had was this Doomsday. Now, when I went, I thought this was the Prime 1 Studio Doomsday, but that one's actually even bigger. That one's, this guy stands at 26.5 inches. That Doomsday is, I think, 38 inches tall.
Holy moly.
It's huge. That would definitely be bigger than all your kids. So, yeah, but that one's like $3.5 grand or something. So,
it's actually pretty good for how much you think it would be.
So now, Sideshow statues, they've been doing these maquettes of all kinds of different, like they have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and now Doomsday. And each of those runs, I believe each of the other characters, they had 5,000 of those, and I think they're considered to be limited runs. And I've seen some other limited runs on Sideshow go for, like, I think I saw one recently that was 1,250, like 1,250 statues. I can't remember which one it was though. But this Doomsday, to give you an idea, they only made 300 of these.
Wow.
So this is a lot rarer than, and you're talking 5,000 Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman statues. If you want to have this as a companion piece, I have a feeling if you didn't get this pre-ordered, you're going to be paying quite a bit to get this. This was already twice as much as each of the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman statues in price range when you originally paid for it anyway.
Yeah, so my He-Man and Skeletor's Sideshow statues were, I think the highest one was like 450.
Yeah, the Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman go for about 600 each. And then this Doomsday was 1,250. So I mean, like I said, it's about twice as much. And I'm guessing he's about twice as hefty too. So now we're going to do an unboxing here. So we're going to take a look at the contents inside, and then we're going to put it together and show you guys the final product and how big it is. So I'm telling you, I was blown away by this statue, and I think you guys will be too. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Here's the foam case that's inside that box. As you can see, it's really massive. Went ahead and cut the tape around the edges. So I'll take this piece off here.
Holy moly.
It is amazing. So you got a bunch of pieces here. You have the base, you have the full body, you have 2 heads. I did get the limited edition statue with the extra head.
See the bottom?
Yeah, this is the bottom here. It's got
Doomsday
Maquette number 162 of 300. So you can see this was a limited edition run of 300. Okay, so we have a fist, we have the base, we have the weapons here. We have Aquaman's staff, we have Wonder Woman's sword. There are 2 heads.
Superman's cape.
Superman's cape. There's a couple of Batarangs in here, broken Batarangs, or the ones that will go into Doomsday. Then you've got his body and the base here. So, yeah. So all we'll do is go ahead and set this on the floor, and then we'll just we'll just build it here. So here is the base. Get that set here. Body. It's got a peg in his foot. We'll sit into the base like so. Alright. This is the one we're not going to use, but you can kind of see it. It's the one with his original costume on there before he shred it in the comic books, so we'll set that to the side. And instead we will do the real head that everybody's going to display with. She's got the hair. Very cool.
One thing I noticed about this statue is that having Skeletor and He-Man and stuff like that, this feels like a different type of like poly stone.
Yeah, material. Yeah, it feels softer. I think
it does feel softer than the Skeletor one that I have, the Skeletor, He-Man, and She-Ra.
Yeah. So head magnetizes in. So
now
we got the Superman cape here. So what we'll do is have him hold the cape his claws through the shreds. We can pose that here in a minute. And then his fist also magnetizes in. Kind of tuck that into his thumb, so he's got it there. And kind of bend it out with the cape a little bit out. So he's got it there. Then we got the two little Batarangs, which one goes here. This is one of the things he'll probably have to reapply once we get him into his final case. Just make sure that there's stuff in there. Wonder Woman's sword, which I believe goes into the rock here. And then we got Aquaman's trident, which actually goes in the back here. Yep, and there's 3 prongs there in the back. So here we are. This is the Doomsday statue, and this is amazing. I as soon as I saw this on the trade show floor, Chris, I fell in love with this statue. This is one of my grail pieces. This is, to me, I think one of the coolest things. It's got one of the things also I noticed here. He's got the Green Lantern ring here embedded in his hand, which I saw that at San Diego. I was like, oh my gosh, that means he beat a Green Lantern or something. Yeah, I'm not sure how he put it on, but okay. You know, it's kind of embedded into one of the spikes. The trident here, you know, definitely has that kind of
like brass or
copper, yeah, kind of work copper look, like it's got the green, you know,
the bronze. It's like the rusted bronze.
Yeah, yeah. The Wonder Woman's sword, you know, it's really, I mean, it's the full sword. It's not a, you know, it's not just, you know, half of it that goes in. It actually goes into the stone, which is pretty neat. The mask here does not come off, the Batman mask. The Batarangs that stick in are, you know, you have to kind of, I don't know, they're not in there super solidly compared to everything else, so you have to be really careful with that. The cape has some wiring into it, so you can bend the cape however you want to. Yeah. So you can have it where the symbol's showing or not. You can flip it whichever direction you want to go and kind of put it in his hand. And since his hand part comes off, it's easy to kind of fit in there. The texturing, I honestly expected like a lot of these spike pieces to be magnetized. I thought that when it came, it was these were all going to be separate pieces, but it's all the only extra pieces really are the head and the hand on the body itself. So it's pretty good. But yeah, overall, just a gorgeous figure. I love the little detailing on even the material for his pants, like even where it's torn, like the little indentations, the little circles and the triangles and things here looks really good. The green.
You said his hand was magnetized?
Yeah, the inside of his hand is the 4 fingers in the inside of his hand are magnetized. But I love the bone protrusions here in the chest and the arms and the hands, the feet. It's all just fantastically done. The green, the metallic green, the different shades of green and gray and the gunmetal that are kind of dry brushed and things like that. It just makes it really pop as far as the design of his outfit. Because they kind of take just sort of the green pants that he kind of wears, shorts that he wears in the comics, and sort of expand upon it to make it more cybernetic, and that looks really cool. Man, just what do you think? I've seen it before. What do you think?
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen it in person. I don't even know if I've seen the pictures online. It's a massive statue. It looks really good. Like I said, the material that it's made out of is different than the He-Man, She-Ra, Skeletor that I have.
The base is definitely a lot sturdier, a lot heavier material.
The base feels like solid. It actually feels like rock.
Yeah.
He feels kind of like said plasticky in a sense, and I wonder if that's to keep the cost down. The particular type of material that he's made out of. Yeah, the polystone that the Skeletor and He-Man are out of are, I think, just a little bit higher quality. But the detail looks great on this. I mean, it's not like it takes away anything. And
it probably just makes it a little bit lighter. If this thing were
fully
stoned, it would probably be like a 75-pound statue.
Let's say the Skeletor and He-Man are a lot heavier. The Battle Cat is a lot heavier than I think this was. But
the weight for the box, it said when it shipped, was 40 pounds. So yeah, he's pretty heavy. Yeah. But he's definitely going to be, like I said, the kind of the grail piece. He's going to be one of the kind of in the center of my collection. I love this thing to death. I ever since I saw it, I'm telling you, this was This has been on my radar for over a year, where I've just been like, this, I have to get this. This is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's so limited and only 300 of these things were made, like they're just I'm telling you, as soon as people get these are going to go skyrocketing on eBay and the secondary sites. These are going to, if you can't get one from an official retailer, you're probably going to be paying a lot more for this guy, because he is amazing. And I think if you have the companion pieces, the Superman, the Batman, the Wonder Woman, especially to square off against this thing, yeah, that's gonna look absolutely fantastic. Even if it's just the Superman, because I know the Superman has the Brainiac head in his hand and everything too. So
to get this with the other three is going to run you about $3,000.
Yeah,
about $3,000 plus shipping. So
yeah, this guy shipping to Indianapolis was $125 for shipping.
Oh wow! I say the other ones that I had, I think were only I thought they were only like $50, but maybe that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So. Man, but anyway, yeah. So I'm curious as to what you guys think. If you guys have seen the statue, what if you saw it even on the secondary market, would you consider picking it up? Just curious. You can comment below. Doomsday. It's funny when Doomsday killed Superman. Probably, honestly, one of the most iconic moments in the DC universe. I mean, it's got to be in the top 5 most iconic moments in the DC universe.
Yeah.
And when Superman died, I remember they made a big announcement over the news. They were talking about Superman was going to die, and this Doomsday character was going to kill him, and we weren't really sure what he was going to look like and stuff. And my dad and I pre-ordered the comic book. I guess our dad. We are twins. When we pre-ordered the comic book, it was months in advance, and then when it finally came out, I had actually had pneumonia during that week. And I was like deathly ill. This is the kind of pneumonia you don't want. Like I was bedridden. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't eat anything. And this happened to be the week that Superman died. I remember Dad came to visit me. He brought me the comic book. He actually went and picked it up for me and brought it to me. I remember I still have it. It's in my collection. And I remember me saying like, "Man, if Superman can't make it in this world, what chance do I have?" It's like I was dying. But ever since then, I've just been obsessed with Doomsday. I love Doomsday as a character. I love the fact that you play as him in the Injustice game. I like, just such a great character. Every time he shows up in the comic books, I'm always like, yeah, Doomsday.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they didn't go with necessarily like a symmetrical design. Like some of the action figures and the toys are very, split half and half, like the way they look. This is a very organic feeling. I love that. So I've always been on the lookout for a really great Doomsday figure or statue, and to me it just doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I'd be curious to see what the Prime One Studios one. I've seen the pose that it's in, and he comes with the new 52 head and the regular head. But he's not really in an action pose. He's more kind of walking or kind of thing, and it looks good. But this is a much more crazy action sort of. He's already beaten the Justice League, like he's just ready to go. And
this is how he should have looked in Batman v Superman. By the way.
Oh man, he should have. Man, if only they could go back and redo it, this would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, the fact that he's got all the parts from the Justice League in it just.
Very cool.
Been waiting, well worth the wait. This has been awesome. I cannot wait to get him in my display case and let people check him out when they come by. So
very cool.
So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And hit the thumbs up and leave your comments below what you guys think of the statue and what you think about Doomsday, I guess. And we will see you guys next time.
Take it easy.